Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, I spend a lot of time in my FJ in between off-roading it. I daily drive it for work back and forth, about 20 minutes each way. So there's a lot of things I love about the FJ. A lot of things I love about the FJ. There's a couple things that annoy me. I have some videos on that. Today I'm just going to talk about 5 things that I would change from the factory about the FJ, and then I think would just make it that much better straight from the factory. So the first thing that I would add from the factory is that they put one hinge here, and it's a beefy hinge, and it can support a lot of weight. But once you start getting bigger tires, like 35s, and then you add more weight, like maybe gas cans on each side, which is what I'll be doing here over the next couple months to years, this hinge takes on a lot of stress. You see in Jeeps have like 2 lower ones for the little tailgate that swings out. I'd like to see Toyota do that with the FJ when they produced it. Obviously, they don't produce it now, but when they produced it, I'd love to see them bring it right there. And that just offers a little bit more rigidity that where we don't have to worry about with weight capacity and everything like that. The second thing that I would change straight from the factory about the FJ is the fuel tank. So right now, straight from the factory, it comes with a 19-gallon fuel tank. I'd upgrade it. I'd probably go at very minimum 23, but I'd love to see like a 25-gallon one. I mean, once you start upgrading these things, they start getting less and less fuel mileage, which is fine. Anyone who's buying an FJ doesn't care. I don't care about the fuel mileage, but um, I'd like to get more distance out of the fuel tank. I know lots of other people would too. So that's probably the second thing I changed straight out of the factory is upgrading that bigger fuel tank. And then also I have another video on it, but that fuel tank sits really low, so I'd move that up a little bit too. So the third thing I would change straight from the factory is just better frame protection. So Toyotas, especially FJs, are really known for rusting. Mine's not bad. I've kept up on the maintenance pretty well. I need to grind it down and respray paint it and everything like that, but these frames will get really bad. And I know at one point there was lawsuits about suing Toyota over the quality of metal they used, and they keep losing them. People keep trying to sue them for it. I don't know if it's quality of the metal. I don't know if people just need to keep up on regular maintenance better. But you really just got to keep an eye out for the regular maintenance on these things with rust prevention. So the rust here, and there's where like the rockers are too, get really rusty. Mine are rusty now. This was like before I even got it, but you can see like how rusty it gets sometimes. So I mean that's something I got to grind down, cut out, and re-weld stuff. So you just really got to keep an eye out. And if I was Toyota and going back to the drawing board, I would just make sure I was using the highest quality of metal, even if that means people have to pay more. I think most people would be okay with that. The fourth thing would have been really simple to do straight from the factory. I don't have too much of a problem with blind spots with the FJ, but I know some people really struggle with it. As you can see, like the B pillar of the FJ is just huge. So there's not a whole lot to see out of the little tiny back rear door mirror. There's not much to see out of here just because it's so big. So really all you're relying on is like your rear view mirror and your side mirrors. And a lot of people really struggle with that. So what a lot of people do to really fix the problem would have been really simple straight from the factory is just to put that little circle mirror right up here. I don't have one, again, because it hasn't been a huge problem for me. Sometimes I see the big blind spots, but I mean, it's the whole point is you don't see the big blind spots. So it would have been something really easy for Toyota to add, just that little tiny circle mirror. Wouldn't have added anything, no time, nothing. So, and it would have saved a lot of people complaining about blind spots. So this is something that's pretty controversial. I actually love the way Toyota did this. They did clamshell doors, which means you open it right here, and the other one opens from the inside outwards like this. So I knew that going into it. It's a big factor for a lot of people, especially if you have little kids. You're trying to fit car seats in here. It's only me and my wife, so I don't care about getting to the back seat at all, ever. So, but it would have been a nice just to see Toyota have an option maybe from the factory, higher price, higher end. I'm sure it would have cost a lot more just to see it open like from here or even from here on the outside where you can do both. I think a lot of people really would have loved that. I think I still would have opted for this. But just to have that option, even if it costs more, people have that option. Straight from the factory, that would have been really, really nice and something that's just really not doable if you're trying to convert it into that. So it would have been a lot for Toyota to re-engineer all that, but I think a lot of people would have paid for that option. that's the video, guys. Just 5 quick things I would change about the Toyota FJ Cruiser straight from the factory. If they were still producing them, obviously they're not. So this is all just, just for fun. Lots of comments are probably going to say I'm a big complainer about the Toyota FJ Cruiser. I love it. I mean, if you watch any of my other videos, it's just me talking about how much I love it, how much I off-road it. So I love it so much. This is just speculation thing. Just because you love something doesn't mean it can't be improved. So, yeah, if you like the video, like watching other stuff about FJ Cruiser related content and off-road content, think about subscribing, and thank you so much for watching.